It is time to make the sound to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I am Quill Quickcard, and hold up, gotta minimize that so that I actually have the screen with my chat on it. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to my very first time playing Terraria. Last time, I made it down to hell. I got myself the... I can summon, like, imps or something now. I beat at least one boss. I forget which one. But yeah, it was a good time, and I'm ready to hop back into this. So, before we do, a few reminders. One, achievements on this completely legitimate copy of Terraria are broken. They don't save, so they're just going to keep popping up. You know, totally legit. Nothing suspicious there. I definitely didn't have to acquire this through alternative means on short notice due to poverty. That's definitely not the case. Second, this is a backseating and spoiler... I'm always broke. This is a backseating and spoiler-approved space. In fact, not only is it okay to backseat me and give spoilers for this game, I request it. I demand it. I want so many helpful pieces of information being thrown at me that it is impossible for me to parse any of them to achieve anything useful. Alright, that is going to be our goal. I've got my imps, I've got my whip, I am playing a summoner. Hello, Skylar, and hello, Cole. And my first goal for today, I actually want to find my way back to the beehive. Was this where the beehive was? Because I know that there's, like, a bee boss. Okay, this is the spot. It was way over here in the jungle biome. Okay. So, we're actually going to start today by going straight for a boss. I'm going for the queen bee. Quill, what do you think will happen if I open up my old save in the gacha? It probably won't load, to be honest. Hello, Kennyol. You've seen new. Welcome to the stream. I'm Quill Quickcard. This is my first time playing Terraria. And chat's job is to provide me with as much information as possible, throwing as much at me as possible that it is impossible for me to, like, do anything useful with any of it. What was my spare stuff on right now? Okay. Yeah, we should be fine. Do you know I have cheats? I can do anything. Excellent! You're gonna lose to Queen Bee. I disagree. I think this will be my finest moment. I think it is going to be glorious. So far, every boss in this game has been laughably simple. I do have this pylon. Of course, it's the only pylon I have, so Can't really use it. Is that a public server? No, it is not. I'm doing my first time through Terraria solo. I wanted a chance to explore this game on my own basic terms. And who knows? Maybe you're right. Maybe I am going to lose against the Queen Bee. I'm going gambling. Well, if you believe that that is what's best for you. No, I don't need that. What did I have that let me walk on water? I feel like I had something that let me walk on water, and I don't think I brought it to me. You went to hell, got here, and killed Eater of Worlds. Yes, I did. So we still have quite a long way to go before we reach our destination. I like these imps. They are very nice. To walk on water, you have to get water walking boots. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure I put them in my gear chest. Quill, fun fact, reverse gripping swords is stupid. Yes. Yes, it is. But it is also stupid to fight with an empty hand. You should always be using both of your hands in combat. And if you're in weapon-based combat, where it's not going to be practical to block anything with an empty hand, you should have a shield or a weapon in that other hand. Always. Assuming that you're trained and know how to use it. Is this Master Mode? No, it is not. Why is there 2 streams? Hold on. Is there 2 streams going? Hold on. Minimizing real quick. Let me investigate that. No. There is only the 1 stream active. The other one should be an upcoming stream that is scheduled for tomorrow. Sorry about that. Every time I minimize out of this. You can't even have 2 streams. You actually can. It's actually possible to simulcast 2 streams simultaneously on YouTube. I know because I've done it accidentally before. Quill, I kind of miss the 2 classic troops. Cole, I really do appreciate your enthusiasm for the Gacha game project. Let's not go too deep into it during this stream, though. Otherwise, it's just going to end up distracting me, and my brain will end up worrying about other things. We can always chat at Discord. You need to make a full set of B armor. Okay. And I don't know stuff about Terraria. See, but that's okay. Because as long as you can guess stuff about Terraria, you can still help. Or you can just make wild, vague, general, uninformed comments. Like, oh, wow, Quill, you're doing so good. Oh, Quill, you're my favorite content creator. Everyone should watch you and love you. you know, just good, generic, helpful stuff like that. Hey bro, do you know that I am a human with sociopath issues, and so you know I lived in Earth? Fair enough. Wouldn't be the first true sociopath I've had to deal with. There's no reason that true sociopaths can't exist in normal life. They just have to, okay, here we go. As far as I understand, breaking this summons a bee. Okay. Oh, okay, I can't easily get out of honey. That is concerning. Okay. There we go. Now we've got this under control. Yeah, this is easy. And Queen Bee's almost under half. Yep, I switched back to my whip. Okay, Queen Bee is under half. Honestly, I can just stand here and hit it. This is not a problem. Ooh. Big open room over there. Cool. Alright, well, that was easy. I wish you'd be successful in life. I wish you get famous. Why is it so easy? I mean, I'm just on normal mode. This is just the way it is, but... Okay, that was fun. So we got the bee's knees. Wooden arrows turn into a column of bees. We'll just sort this. I still have a... There's my water boots! Aw, oh, damn it. Provides the ability to walk on water and honey. I knew I had them somewhere. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, well, that is another boss beaten. You can make bee armor now. What does it take to make bee armor? And also, I could use some more chests. Just go to the anvil. Okay, so Hornet Staff. Ooh! Yeah, apparently I've been playing Summoner. Okay. So, I am running the Obsidian stuff, which is still better than the bee. Yeah, so it looks like that's going to be a downgrade. Cool. We're going to call this chest unsorted stuff. But the bee armor will give you an additional summon. Do we have multiple instances of that? True, it would give me an extra summon. What about the set bonus? Like, what would the set bonus for the bee stuff be? I'm going to determine it based on set bonus. First of all, deposit all. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Waterleaf can go in there. Seeds can go in there. Hellstone needs to come back out. The ropes need to come back out. Quick stack. Was it quick stack? Was that the button? Wood, quick stack, put that all in there. I don't know, check it. You'll have to craft it to know. I think the question of what it does is relatively moot, considering that I only have 22 beeswax total. So, it doesn't really seem like there's anything useful that I can do with that. Stinger, that's a material. Cobweb is a material. Gel is a material. We're just going to sort all of my stuff real quick. This chest is also going to be... Let's make this one specifically armor. The lifeform analyzer, the stopwatch, shoe spikes, nectar is an equipable. So this one is going to be for weapons and tools. Weapons and tools. Weapons and tools. Don't need a tree statue there. Don't need the heart statue there. Alright. Going to call this weapons, tools. Oh, War General! Thank you so much for your kind donation. You can get way better boots at this stage. I think it's best we do that. Bro, do you know Summoner class has the smallest defense of all classes? Okay. I mean, that didn't really seem to slow me down. Like, I'm making it through the fights just fine regardless, so... In all honesty, I'm really not too worried about that. A witch doctor has arrived. Okay, that sounds interesting. Ores and bars, hellstone bars, blocks. Let's put in the hellstone, the obsidian. Gonna take a bunch of stone with me. He can give you an item to help. Okay. So this pickaxe is inferior. I don't need my flint staff anymore. Is there any reason to keep the nightmare pickaxe now that I have the demonic? Can the demonic mine hellstone as well? Put my little statues in here. I think I'm okay with consumables. Alright, you don't need the nightmare pickaxe anymore. Okay. So we're just going to store that. So witch doctor. Let's go meet the witch doctor. I've got a fair amount of money. Hello, good sir. Used to craft weapon imbuement flasks. Blowgun. A bunch of fountains. Oh, forest pylon. Perfect. Okay, that I actually do need. Is the item that helps with summons here? Because unless it's the imbuing station, I don't see one. Okay. But I am absolutely going to get that pylon. Go farm for Hermes boots. Okay, can you give me any more information? Like, what Hermes boots are, where Hermes boots might be, and what I might do with them. And while we are at it, I don't need my flint staff anymore. I don't need a bat. I don't need the shroomerang. I don't need a ball of hurt. Harpoon, I'm just not going to use. Oh. What else? I think I'm going to take my bombs with me. Make him a house in the jungle. Check his shop at night. Is there a way I can control where my different shopkeepers actually set up? Depth meter, we'll just keep one of those. Mining helmet, cactus breastplate, we're going to get rid of those. The house icon in the accessory slot. Oh! Okay. So do I actually specifically want my witch doctor to live in the jungle then? Is that the plan? Alright, let's sell all this stuff and buy that pylon. Hermes boots is the base. Almost all boot approved. They're found in the underground. Okay. My plan for the next activity... When it's night, he sells them. Okay. But does he only sell them if he's in the jungle or what? Yeah, the next boss is Skeleton. My plan... I've already traveled as far east as I can go. How do you download free? If you really want to do that, the answer is always just going to be Pirate Bay. That's just the way it is. You know what? Just for the heck of it, let's go ahead and actually move this guy into the jungle. And then I'm going to begin my next task for the day. I'm going to be traveling as far as I can to the west and trying to find the dungeon. So the dungeon, and I believe that's where Skeletron is. Put campfires and heart lanterns. Alright. Yeah, I know that the dungeon's going to be on the other side of the map. I'm heading to the jungle to move the witch doctor in there. Since one person said to, you know, put the witch doctor in the jungle. And I have to admit, just aesthetically, that does make some sense, you know. While we're at it, though, I really could use a bit more wood. I think I'm actually, like, relatively close to when I'm going to fight the Wall of Flesh, right? Yes, I did make a jungle house, but as far as I know, no one moved into it. I may not have it completely right. Why wouldn't you upgrade your axe? Because no one screamed at me to do it. And that being said, a couple of extra seconds to crop down some wood doesn't really bother me all that much. So my understanding is that after you beat the Wall of Flesh, it unlocks hard mode, which I guess isn't like a new mode of play, but just like a state that the world gets, I guess. So my intention for this series is to access hard mode. And then at that point, and only at that point, will I begin using external information sources other than just chat. That's the point where I will start using, like, the wiki, where I'll start looking up guides, tutorials. That's where I'm actually going to start using reference materials to play this game significantly better. So that's my plan. Until the Wall of Flesh dies, the only thing that's keeping me alive is all of you. Because God knows it is not going to be my competence and skill that keeps us going. Whee! Okay, so we have... like, this should be a valid house, right? Housing, witch doctor. Okay, there we go. Alright, the witch doctor lives here now. Cool. Hello, noob gamer. Alright, and with that achieved, let's begin our journey. We're ready to begin our journey to the dungeon. Make another house so you can set up a pylon for easy transportation. Ah. I have to have, like, more houses. What is the minimum number of houses where a merchant with a pylon will show up? Or is that just something that can happen? You need 2. Okay. I did get the imp staff, and you actually missed it. The first thing I did when I started stream today was fight and defeat the queen bee. It was a very easy fight, aside from the part where I fell into the honey. Don't forget to visit him at night. You know what? Honestly, what the hell is the rally? Is that just like... Okay, that's a weapon. I don't need that. Okay. So, we're going to put the rally in here. We're not using that yet. That's all going to be fine. Okay. So, here's some wood walls. Here's some wood. Here's some stuff. Wooden chair, workbench. Alright, that'll be fine. One of your NPCs is gonna die. Can you be more specific? Like, I don't even know what I need to look at. Oh. Does he actually have to make the whole journey on foot? I already have the voodoo doll. Put the dryad in the other jungle house. Okay. Oh, you meant one of your NPCs is gonna die. Okay. Alright, they can teleport. Okay, good. In that case, yeah, we'll go ahead and pile on to the desert and then continue the journey to the jungle. Do I have any just regular... Actually, yeah, I've got plenty of regular wood. I've got the mahogany, and I've got wood walls. I feel like I've reached this point in Terraria, and it's a point that I reach like in a lot of games that I play. But it's the point where I feel completely incompetent, but I finally know enough about the game to actually appreciate how incompetent and ignorant I am. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you've heard of the Dunning-Kruger effect, where essentially you are too ignorant about a topic to know how ignorant you are. I feel like I have just come out to the other side. What is Saibao and why is it popular? No idea. I feel like I've just crossed to the other side of the Dunning-Kruger effect in the last couple streams, where I can finally appreciate my incompetence and my ignorance. And I think that that's really important for growth. The next goal is building a second house in the jungle, moving the dryad into that house. And honestly, I'll build a third house there just for good measure. But the next big goal is going to be to explore the west side of the world and find the dungeon. As far as I understand it, from the little bit of Terraria content I have seen, the dungeon entrance spawns on the surface of the world, either on the far east or the far west. And I've already reached the far east and found nothing at the world border. So it has to be over on the other side. Okay. Okay. So, first things first. Just put down some mud blocks here. Okay. And now lay down some mahogany. There we go. And... God, I cannot see. Can we get a torch, please? Thank you. Alright, mahogany. There we go. Just put that in there. Build some walls. You still need the Hermes boots. That is something I can definitely keep an eye out for. But it's not what I'm going to prioritize right now, I think. There we go. Put down that. And now I need a door. Door. Show me a door. Rich mahogany door. Perfect. Alright. Put the door right there. Put down a little bit of my mahogany. Okay. The last boss I beat was Queen Bee at the start of stream. And yesterday it was last week it was Eater of Worlds. Okay, the Dryad is going to move in here. And then I'm going to build... Oh, wait, it's nighttime. It's nighttime. Okay. The Pygmy Necklace. Ooh. I am not even close to being able to afford that. But that is really cool to see. Okay, please get out of my way, minions. Alright, torches. Torches. Probably should have just made the other door to start with. I already have another chair. But what I do need is the workbench and the door. You'll have to forgive my incredible slowness at getting this stuff done. I am still, of course, new to this. The NPC can't teleport if you are in range of the house. Oh, I'm not worried about making sure the Dryad gets or the thing gets teleported here immediately. There we go. Put that here. Housing quarry. Housing is suitable. Okay, good. And then we will just put a few basic platforms across the way. And a couple torches up top. And a little platform here. There. Now it is nice and accessible. Hello, what the what? Okay. I think we are now good to begin our journey to the west. By the way, what is the maximum amount of mana? At some point it looked like my health capped out at 400. You didn't buy the pylon. I did not have the gold to buy the pylon. I have 2 gold on my body right now. 200 mana is the max. Okay. And restock. Materials, restock. Plants, restock. That's not the one I wanted. Whatever. Waterleaf, vile mushrooms. That's a consumable. That's a consumable. Seeds, bamboo. As far as the wood goes, we can put that there. We can put that there. Wood platforms, palm wood platforms. We'll just carry all of that for now. Materials, antlion mandibles, consumables, we'll carry as much of this as we can. What is going to be useful? Hunter potion. Night owl, just for the heck of it. Spelunker? Why not? Shine, in case we're going underground. Weapons and tools. We've got vines. We've got platforms. We've got blocks. This can get put away. Glow stick can go in there. Torches can go in there. We're taking the bombs. Honestly, we can put away our gun for now. Mahogany wand. Vines. Okay. And blocks. Take a bed along so you can sleep till nighttime. That is a good idea. I bet he doesn't even take out the hands. I bet that you are wrong. Whoops. Wrong button. You can only spawn skeleton at night. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Come to think of it, I have 38 gold coins in my piggy bank. Kill hands first while fighting Skeletron. Okay. I will remember that. Mana crystals. So I'm at 120. Max is 200. So I need 4 of those. Okay. And then we can put away the rest of the fallen stars. We'll put away the gel. There we go. Okay, I think this is a good assortment of stuff. Should target the hands with both hands lined. It has 45 defense. Okay. I think I should make more beds. Let's take the rich mahogany. Let's grab my silk. Is that the two things I need to make beds? Rich mahogany beds. We're just gonna make 4 extra beds. If you have the gold, it will serve you better to buy stuff from the witch doctor first. That's actually what I'm thinking, too. It's also going to be a good idea to place beds at, I think, each of the areas around the map. At each of my home bases. Just in case I need to rest there. I have not actually found the Goblin Tinkerer. And I am waiting till nighttime to talk to the... Okay. Alright. I'm going to stop rambling in unfinished sentences, and let's actually talk about the plan. First thing first, I am going to wait for the next night and buy the thing from the witch doctor in the jungle. So we are heading that direction. Along the way, I am going to stop at the desert, and I'm going to place a bed there. Once I get to the desert, I am also going to place a bed there as well. I have not gotten the Goblin Tinkerer. So I'll probably also chop down some wood along the way. Probably explore some while I wait for nighttime to hit. If the witch doctor is selling a pylon there, or if the dryad has a pylon there, we're going to buy and set our pylon for that biome. And then once we have that thing bought from the witch doctor to increase my number of minions, then we are going to finally make our journey to the far west. We're going to find the jungle. You're progressing a bit too fast and skipping a couple things. I get the feeling... So, my impression is that Terraria has very lateral progression. I have not beat Skeletron. My impression is that Terraria in general has very lateral progression. That is to say, it's not like Minecraft where you go, wood, stone, iron, diamond, netherite. But rather, it's the equivalent of if there were, 5 other types of ore with equivalent power to iron, and just slightly different play styles. It's all very lateral. It's more wide than vertical. So it's not surprising that I can't get everything else. It's not a surprise to me that there's a lot that I am not going to see here on my first playthrough of Terraria. And unfortunately, that really is something we're just going to have to kind of collectively deal with. I'm not going to be able to show off every single thing in my first playthrough of Terraria that people might want me to see. You walked over someone, there was a guy dying there, and you just walked over him. Was there? Where? I have not made bee armor because I'm running obsidian. I'm keeping it for the better defense. I'm still waiting for information on what the set bonus of bee armor is in order to determine if it's actually worth trading that little bit of defense for a better set bonus. Okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna find a dying man. More damage is better than more defense. If I recall, it's not worth it. Rocket boots. You can keep saying rocket boots, but I have no idea where they would be or what they would do or how I would get them. We have obsidian armor. He has despawn, don't worry. Okay. The good news is that the dying man problem has solved itself and the man has died. And I think we can all agree that this is in the best interest of the stream. Because clearly I am very prone to distraction. Oh! Wonderful news! Speaking of games like this. I finally achieved Find the Goblin Tinkerer Underground. That is another thing I will try to do, but it is not my immediate priority. Has chat trolled you with the Guardian? I don't think so. Hey, what's that over there? I don't know. But as I was saying, just this morning, I was doing some more work on my Minecraft museum, my undersea ocean palace that I hollowed out and turned into kind of a gallery of stuff. And I now have all 47 posters currently in the game displayed in my gallery. I am very happy. I've also got every armor trim, every pottery thing, every goat horn. I've got everything. I've got regular and enchanted armor. It's so beautiful. I do still want to make a little redstone display in there. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm really, really excited. I love being able to collect cool stuff for my Minecraft worlds. No need to know about the Guardian right now. If you think it would be funny to tell me, you're welcome to. You know, this Terraria series is actually by far the most popular series I have streamed since I first started playing Arknights. Just explore deep in the dungeon. Oh, I'll get to it, don't worry. We're actually getting pretty close. Go to the opposite side of the jungle to find dungeon. I already know what's over here. I've explored this all the way to the edge of the world, and it's just ocean. So, as far as I understand it, the dungeon will be on the far west side of the map. You have to do it before beating Skeletron to see the funny. I mean, okay. I'm not opposed to it, but I need details. I need someone to give me more information than the Guardian, it will be funny. I can't act on information I don't have. There we go. More beautiful trees. Just enter the dungeon. Okay. It's just a jump scare that will one-shot you. Oh, are you talking about the thing where rolling skulls come out? Because I did see that on one of RT Games' videos. But I didn't really have any context for understanding what it was. I've watched a couple of RT Games Terraria videos, but mostly I'm there for the chaos. I have very, very little understanding of the context of what I'm actually witnessing. And to be fair, RT does not make a priority of making sure that the viewers are able to understand the context of what's going on. At least for that series. Which I don't begrudge or critique or anything. It's just that was never That was never the point of it, you know? Whoop. Oh my god. I appreciate, like, the auto building of platforms, but it really feels jank sometimes, trying to get them to do what you want. This physically hurt me. If it makes you feel any better, it actually hurt me quite a bit, too. Rocket boots would be so helpful. Yeah, I imagine they would, but I haven't gotten any context for how I would go about getting rocket boots. Like, I'm sure if I could fly on the back of a dragon, you know, with a laser gun and shoot homing rockets at my enemies, that would be helpful too. But I don't know how to achieve that, or even if it's a thing. Okay, this is the jungle pylon. Jungle pylon we're going to place right now, along with a bed. Should I tell them? Hamburger, this is mandatory. This is mandatory, mandatory spoilers and backseating. If you can backseat or provide spoilers, you are under a moral and ethical obligation to do so. Okay, he's still not selling the thing yet. Not night yet. Got it. Oh. I don't like this little platform there. I have solved the problem. Hello, Dryad. How you doing? How's your happiness, by the way? What does making you happy actually achieve? Here we go. Pygmy necklace. Okay. So that is an equipable. Negates fall damage. I am never taking that off. Slowly regenerates life. Honestly, slowly regenerates life. Probably worth taking off. We're going to go with the Pygmy necklace. And now we have 3 imps. Okay. So that should be it. We now have jungle, desert, and forest, all accessible. I've got plenty of... There we go. Sleep. I've got plenty of money in case someone in the ice biome has decided to sell a pylon. Do not go into the jungle yet. Okay. That was kind of going to be my next goal. So, what is the condition under which I should enter the dungeon? Oh, dear God, no. Okay, so the B button to use a consumable just literally consumes absolutely freaking everything in your inventory. Okay, I did not know that. That really sucks. That's a lot of potions that I didn't want to lose right now. Okay, good to know. That was a painful lesson to learn. Yep, uses all your buff potions. I was unaware of that. This needs to be put away. That needs to be put away. I don't care about that. "10 minutes is not enough time for me to reach, like, basically anything that's going to be helpful right now. It's just not. I've explored the areas around here rather thoroughly. That sucked. But that's okay. I had to learn somehow. And now I have learned. And that is a good thing. It is a good thing to learn. I'm not just going to do it right now, Skylar. We're just going to have to accept that this was a waste of stuff, and we're all just going to have to move on with our lives. There will be other opportunities. But why not take a lemon? Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to put my gold in my piggy bank right now. Because I'm still hoping to find... I'm not finding the goblin. I am going to the dungeon. No one has told me the conditions under which I should go to the dungeon. Everyone just told me, go to the dungeon. Don't go to the dungeon. Don't go to the dungeon yet. But I have received no specific information on that, so I'm going to the dungeon. If there were specific conditions I was waiting for, you need to kill Skeletron first. Are you with the bed? This kind of feels like Twitch Plays Pokemon, with everyone telling you to do different things. That, honestly, Creative, was the entire purpose of this series. I want to have so many people telling me what to do that I can't do any of it. I want so many people being helpful that it is completely unhelpful in any way. And honestly, I really, really feel that I've achieved that goal. Noob, if you don't want me to go to the dungeon, you want me to find the goblin, okay? What will the goblin do for me? What will it achieve? If you go in the dungeon, the Guardian is going to insta-kill you. Yes, I have completely gathered that, and I accept that. But no one has specifically explained what I need to do to prevent that from happening. So, I'm just going to go do it. You can enter the Guardian safely if you kill Skeletron, who can only be fought at night. Okay, good. So now, how do I kill Skeletron? Where do I find a Skeletron? I still don't have enough information to act on to actually, like, do this. I've been telling you. Probably. Speak to the old man at the dungeon entrance. Yes, you told me to kill Skeletron. You told me, go west. Just warning, do not go there. Guardian's gonna kill you. About the Guardian, should I tell him? Bro, for him to show up on the map. That's all the messages that you have been sending. I understand what you have told me, but you have not told me where to find a Skeletron. Yes, I know my gold is not in there. Go in the dungeon. Is Skeletron in the dungeon? If Skeletron is in the dungeon, how do I get to Skeletron without entering the dungeon? Speaking to the old man. Okay, you talk to an old guy at the entrance to summon Skeletron. So, if I was going to communicate that to a person I was watching, I would send a message saying, talk to the old man outside the dungeon at night to summon Skeletron before you go into the dungeon. That one sentence would provide all necessary context and information. You see, this is not just a challenge for me to succeed. It is, in fact, secretly a challenge for all of my viewers. I am training you all in effective communication skills. It's very, very challenging. But I firmly believe that if we all work together, we can learn how to communicate and do amazing things. Like kill skeletons. Type 1 if you think he's gonna lose badly. Hold on. There, okay, I typed 1. Oh, there's another jungle over here. Or, not jungle, desert. Why did I say jungle? Yep, I put a 1. I think I'm gonna lose. I think we're screwed. I think I'm gonna get my butt beat so badly that I'm going to have to stop playing this game and cry. Skeletron only has one phase of his fight. He has one skull and 2 hands. You don't need to take out the hands first, but the hands are what attack you. Understood. Thank you, Pretzel. I appreciate that. You're not the first one to share that, but you have so far done it the most concisely. Well done. You are Jesus, you are walking on water. So that's actually a common misconception. You don't have to be Jesus to walk on water. That was just, you know, one of the things he could do. But anybody can learn. Alright. So here's the old man. So, does this mark the edge of the world over here? Enter. Okay, everybody's been wanting me to do that. So, does sleeping on the bed mark it as my point, or... Like, now that I've slept here, is this where I'll respawn? If I go and have the Guardians kill me, will I just spawn here now? Or do I have to interact with the bed in some other way in order for it to be my spawn point? You need to build a house if you wish to set your spawn point. Ah, okay. Well, I don't... I've got time. Okay. There we go. Do I have any other wood? I do not. Okay. Oh, finally! A nice, clean staircase. Oh god, that feels so much better. Make an arena also. Okay. That's not really a lot of information to go on. Like, do you want me to build the Roman Colosseum? How do we define arena? You should make a battle arena. Okay. Can you define what that looks like? That's the question. Do a straight path of platforms and build multiple on each other. Okay. There we go. There's some nice wood. Okay. There we go. Okay, now what I need is a crafting bench. And then with the crafting bench, I can make some walls. Whoops. Hammer, hammer, I need you. Whoops. Okay. Good. Set a couple torches in here. Now I need a door. And a chair. So we'll set the door here. We'll set the chair over here. And we'll set the bed here. Now this is my spawn point. You also want me to make campfires. Okay. Do you want to try without an arena first? You know what? I think I will try without an arena first. But first thing to do is to lose my money. So everyone said that this would be funny. There they are. There, see? Wasn't that funny, everybody? Do we all feel better now? Yeah, I know I'll die. People thought it would be funny. Alright, let's get my imp summoned. Let's stoke up my buffs. And let's do this. Okay, hands are down. Yeah, I really don't think I need the arena. Well, that was easy. Cool. Alright, moving on. And we got my money back. In the dungeon, the chests are locked. You need golden keys to unlock them. Keys can be found in dungeon pots or by dungeon slimes. Of course it's classic mode. It's my first time playing Terraria. You would have died instantly right now if you didn't fight Skeletron. Hamburger, I don't know if you missed it, but I did die instantly. Ah, okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Spikes. Got it. Quill had their home remodeled. Fascinating. Danger sense potions are useful here. Yeah, they sure would have been. Pity I didn't know that pressing one button would instantly drink all of them. Spikes deal damage. Yes, they do. Try to get the Shadow Key. It will open all the Shadow Chips in the Hell area and give you OP rewards. Right, spawn my imps. Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. You know what? There we go. You need Shadow Key and Cobalt Shield from Chess. Okay. Go the other way. Alright. I will go the other way. There. There are a lot of traps in here. Okay. There we go. So is there just no way to get rid of that? Have you fought the DST collab yet? I don't know what that is. Unless you use the summon item, you can craft with flint fur and lens. Can I tell you a skeleton why I couldn't do that? The skeleton didn't went to prom. I don't know what you're attempting to communicate. That boss is too hard. I doubt it. Like, so far, nothing here that people have said is too hard for me to handle has been too hard for me to handle. And then everyone just seems to be confused and kind of annoyed that it's so easy. Bound mechanic. Okay, so you've got pressure plates, levers, wire cutters, pressure plates, booster tracks, teleporter, mechanical lens. Okay, interesting. Take those blue candle. What, you mean those? My inventory is full. Blue candle, increased hostile enemy spawns. You can sell some junk to the mechanic for popping money and inventory space. Good point. Why are you throwing your herbs away? Because I'm never going to remember they're there and not going to use them. Just because an item is useful does not mean I'm going to remember to use it. Get bones, you need them for new whip. Okay. If you hold control, you can auto-trash items. If you hold shift, you can auto-chest items. Ah. Good to know. Goblin, go back. What oh. You're right. That is a goblin. Hello. Thank you for freeing me, human. I was tied up and left here by the other gardens. You could say we didn't get along very well. You sell rocket boots. Okay. Ruler, Tinker's Workshop. I assume that's a thing I want. Grappling hook, which I've already got. Tool belt. Okay. Cool. Rocket boots allows flight. Oh my. Yeah, that's pretty good. Excuse me, sir. Would you mind buying some of my goods? Let's see. Spikes, I don't care about. Pink bricks, I don't care about. One dirt block, I don't care. Bone wand consumes bones to place bones. Golden headstones, golden gravestones, I don't care. Corrupt torches, don't care. Brass shelves, don't care. Book, I don't know. Maybe it'll be useful for something. Rotten chunks. Skeletron mask is a vanity item. Okay. Keep your bones. Yeah. What bones? I don't have... Oh, no. Okay, I have 29 bones. Okay, cool. Alright, let's keep exploring. So what am I actually after here? Is this really just about finding chests? Money. Night owl, healing potions, flaming arrows. Warding cobalt shield. Okay. So there is my warding cobalt shield. So now what? Is there anything else that is of important, pressing concern? Go back. Okay, I will go back. Shadow key. Okay. You have said the word shadow key. What do I do with the word shadow key? You still need bewitching table and shadow key. Okay. This is neither a bewitching table nor a shadow key. When you have the money, try to reforge all your accessories to warding as you have low defense as a summoner. Honestly, the double jump is now redundant. There we go. Bewitching table is a must. Okay. So look for a bewitching table. You can't fly infinitely. Nope, it would seem I can't. You can open shadow chests in the underworld, which can give you rewards. A bewitching table will have these skulls on it. It'll just be sitting there. Take water candles with you. What are water candles? Is this a water candle? Why am I taking water candles with me? What does this achieve? Increases enemies' spawning rate. Okay, and that will help me achieve what exactly? I think one of the most fun aspects of playing Terraria while encouraging backseating is that everybody really wants me to play in different ways. Okay, this one I can't do anything about. Whoa, okay. Okay, there's spikes in the water. Oh, crap. Damn it. That's going to be a problem to get my money back. It's good if you want to farm some items from mods. Yes, I assume it would be great for that. So what specific items should I be trying to farm? Do the Torch God next. That is not information. That is not an instruction. That is screaming a thing. I can't act on that information. I need context or I can't follow your directions. For instance, I recently just got done playing the game Super Hide-Lide. Now, if you were going to play the game Super Hide-Lide for the first time, and I were to shout at you, and I was to shout at you, get the money changer. What would you do with that information? What would you do if I just shouted at you, get the money changer? Would you know where to go? Would you know what to do? Oh, right. Crap. Okay. Oh my god. Get the hell out of my way. I am trying to climb up and out of the water. Thank you. Look for cracked bricks in the dungeon. Okay. I can do that. Okay. There's another dungeon section down here. And the important thing is that I got my money back. If you do the God of Torch trials, it can let you use normal torches on any biome and still give its extra luck. I have no idea what extra luck means. Hello, Amadeus. Welcome to the stream. We are having a great time trying to figure out what the heck to do in this dungeon. There seems to be a fair amount of dissent and disagreement. Grapple to reset flight time. Ah. Torch Guide is an event where you place like 100 torches underground, like 200 blocks down. You gotta survive and get an item, which makes torches placed into torches for the biome you are in. I didn't even realize that there was any meaningful differentiation between using any specific torch in any specific biome. That's not something anybody has mentioned throughout this entire playthrough at all. I feel like after I beat the Wall of Flesh and I actually do start, you know, reading, like, the wiki and whatnot, I feel like the stream after I do that, I'm going to come back here and I'm just going to spend, like, 45 minutes listing incredibly important pieces of information and asking why nobody in chat ever told me them. And I think that's going to be really, really funny for me. Look for walls that look slightly different. Yeah, I've gathered look for walls that look slightly different. If anybody sees one, go ahead and call it out. Because so far, I am not seeing anything like that. What is hurting me? I don't understand what is hurting me there. Is there a spike I'm not seeing? Take blue candle. I took blue candle. Since your summoner luck has almost 0 value since your summons cannot crit. Oh. Well then, yeah, that really doesn't sound like it would be even remotely useful to me. Are the cracked bricks... Oh, okay, golden key. Are the cracked bricks always going to be, like, on a wall, or... What cracked walls? Where? I'm not seeing them. Arcane tally counter. What the hell is an arcane tally counter? Well, whatever an arcane tally counter is, now I have one. I guess. Somewhere. Just eat the damn things. Arcane... Displays how many monsters have been killed. Did you kill Queen Bee yet? Yes. Okay, are there other things? Place the workshop and combine the cobalt shield with the obsidian skull. Okay. So that is something I'll do when I go back. Go back. Go back to where? I don't know where you are referring to. Tinker's Workshop. Walk straight and mine. Okay, I will do exactly as you have instructed. I will walk straight and I will mine. Oh. I actually was not expecting that to work. In complete honesty, I was kind of trying to fool you there. I could not differentiate any difference whatsoever with the wall there. I genuinely could not tell the difference. This is why, even if you don't necessarily believe your chat, you should always do what they say. Chat knows best. They would never steer me wrong. Oh, okay, those are spikes. I truly hate these damn spikes. Haha, I was ready for your trick this time. Okay. So that's a problem. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything there. Did you get the bee armor? No, I stuck with the obsidian. Okay. Okay. I think I can actually see the difference now. But my god, that is annoyingly subtle. That is so damn tiny. How are any of you able to actually see that difference? Like, I would assume at least some of you are watching on mobile. How the hell can you tell the difference? I can barely tell, and I'm sitting right next to this monitor. Okay, we got dynamite. I do like dynamite. An aqua scepter. Alright, I don't care about that. I want to keep that. I don't care about these damn mushrooms. Mana, I do not use mana quick enough for that to be a problem. I don't care about the dark traps. I don't care about the banner. Rusted Company Standard, I don't know what that is. Gothic Chair, I don't care. Brass Shelves, I don't care. Pink Bricks, I don't care. Spikes, I don't care. Okay. Go down. I will go down eventually. Come on, just take out the spikes. There's a chest down there. I know, I saw it. But I am setting up my light up here first. Okay. Ah. Okay. Oh my god. I am going to approach this whole dungeon very methodically. Whoa, boy. Okay, that's fine. This guy is a real problem. Oh, god damn it. Okay. So I'm after, like, the enchanty thingy, right? Use spell. Okay, you're just the tinkerer. Make obsidian shield. Tinkerer's workshop. Alright, we're just gonna put a Tinkerer's Workshop right here. So, what can I do with that? I can do nothing with that. Cool. In that case, I'm just gonna take it with me. The dungeon in classic mode isn't that bad. So this is a very not bad dungeon, huh? You can combine accessories. Okay. So the crafting will not let you pull from your equipped stuff. Alright. So the obsidian skull Uh... Cool. Alright, Obsidian Shield. Now we did that. At which point in the game is he in right now? Classic mode, pre-Wall of Flesh, I have beaten Skeletron, Queen Bee. Oh! Okay, also a King Slime showed up. For some reason. I don't know why a King Slime showed up. Y'all told him a lot about Hellridge or Lava Waivers or Terrace Park Boots. Basically, all of those words have been mentioned. Almost no one has done a good job of actually explaining what any of them are, allowing me to make informed decisions, or prioritize what I might actually want or need. So, kinda? Hermes boots. Again, you've mentioned those several times, no one has bothered to define them. I'm assuming that they would let me fly, since, you know, Hermes. But I'm running basically on my own assumptions here, which is kind of unfortunate. Was kind of hoping to make a chest here. Damn. What explanation do you mean? This is my first time playing Terraria. So if someone who has never played Terraria would not know it, that would be a good indication that I probably don't know it. Slime hook. I don't know what that is. Ninja pants. Don't care. Zombie banner, don't care. Dirt block, don't care. Pink brick, don't care. Spikes, don't care. Wood walls, don't care. Let's keep going. Slime book is good for mobility. Okay. Cool. Alright, so I can ride a slime. Slime hook is good. Okay. Is that better than my grappling hook? Or is it basically just the same thing? Whatever, we'll put it on for now. Gives multiple lines of hook. Alright, let's get back to where I was in the dungeon. Because I left some important money in there. But also... there should be at least one locked chest along the way. Yes, there's this one. We got gold. Night Owl, Flaming Arrows, Shadow Key, and a Muramasa. Okay, so we have a Shadow Key. Dungeon isn't that useful anymore. There was one other thing. Hermes boots are the same as the sailfish boots, which you already have. I do not have sailfish boots. Unless you're referring to something I do have by a different name. Yeah, the Bewitching Table. So, that's the next priority. Use the Shadow Key in the Underworld. Did you take the Muramasa? No, I did not take that sword. I don't think I would use it. And my inventory is very, very crowded right now. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. Is there some way I can get rid of these damn things? Can I just bomb them? No, of course not. Dynamite was worth taking. No one was screaming at me about any of the rest of that stuff. Heal up a little bit. Go to the underworld. Okay. I hate these spikes so much. Oh my god, just throw the damn things. God, I hate these spikes. Okay. Okay, that seems fine. There's the freaking spellcaster! Oh my god, dude, just leave me the hell alone. Terraria players have different opinions. If there is only one thing I have learned from playing Terraria, it's that people have absolutely no cohesive opinions about the correct way to play Terraria. Okay. Gold. Shadow key. What, do shadow keys not stack? Okay. I found another shadow key earlier. Oh my god, they don't stack. That is bullshit. Okay. Well, get rid of that. Screw it. I'm never going to use those arrows. Screw the honey. Pressure plates. Tables, chairs, bookcases. Solidifier, I've already got one of those back home. Bone Wand. Does Bone Wand do anything? You need one for all chests. Oh. Okay, so one shadow key opens all shadow chests. Golden key opens one. Okay. Alright, understood. That makes more sense then. Bone Wand, useless, good. I'm glad I got rid of it. Now we just need the one other person to show up in chat and tell me that the Bone Wand is actually, like, the most important thing in the game. And I'm an absolute fool for getting rid of it. And I have just ruined my playthrough forever, and I have also, like, killed their mom or something. People have very strong opinions. Quill, do you know what happened to Saucon? I actually think I heard about Saucon. If I'm remembering correctly, I believe there was an incidence of oral sex. But I'm not 100% on that. Blue Moon. Go back. Okay, we are going back. But in regards to Saucon, I actually didn't hear too much about it, and I didn't read the reports, so If anyone does have any more specific information about what happened at SawCon, go ahead, feel free to share that. I do try to keep myself informed with current events. Okay, mining. Ah, of course. D's nuts joke? Dude, oral sex is not a joke. You need to be a little more respectful if you're going to be showing up to the stream, okay? D's nuts, sock on. You know, these are not just jokes. Like, you know, oral sex is a matter of genuine concern and interest for a lot of people. And I think you need to be more just... I mean, I'm not going to say it's rude, you know. You didn't know better. I understand that. You know, ignorance is not something that should be mocked or belittled. But I do hope that now you are more aware of the importance of SOCON, and that you can at least be more aware in the future. That's all I'm really asking for, you know? So... anyway, I hope we're all looking forward to SOCON 2026. It should be pretty good. Last year, they had Hawk Tua Girl as the keynote speaker. So I'm curious to see who they're going to bring in for 2026, honestly. Okay, I've run out of dumb ways to expand this joke, so I'm going to go ahead and abandon the joke now. That being said, though, I was able to riff on it for a little bit. I feel pretty good about that. I searched it up, it's not a real thing. Not a SAW convention specifically, but there are absolutely conventions and trade shows for everything. And I would be shocked if you wouldn't be able to find a convention or trade show explicitly aimed at woodworking and carpentry, either as hobbyists or as a profession. And that's definitely something that you could realistically label as SawCon. Wow, we are still looking for this bewitching table, huh? Who was it that told me that the bewitching table was a must? Because I think I might time you out of anger. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, perfect. Never mind. Alright. No more needs to be upset or bothered. Okay, bewitching table. And I do have one more gold key. So, Spelunker Potions, Healing, Jester, Blue Moon. We'll take the Spelunker Potions. And we should be good. Alright. And now, just for the sake of thoroughness, let's go ahead and finish exploring to the west side of the world. Oh. There we go. So, is it just Wall of Flesh now? Like, is Wall of Flesh the only other, like, normal mode boss that's still out there? Or should I try to go for whatever that boss in the ice biome is? Get the bee armor. I'm not getting the bee armor. I still have not received any information on the bee armor's set bonus. But my full obsidian increases whip range by 30% and speed by 15% and increases summon damage by 15%. I am not trading that up just to get one extra minion. So, unless the bee armor has a crazy good set bonus. And it's been 2 hours now, and nobody has shared what the set bonus for that is, so... Deer clop. How do I encounter the deer clops? That's the question. What are the conditions I need to meet to do that? Yes, I see what you're all saying to get an extra minion. I get it. I hear you. In fact, just so you'll all stop saying it, okay, so I guess I can only set it down where I have a base. Plus 13 defense, plus 23% summon damage. Oh. Okay, that's actually pretty damn good. Wow. But if I did want to do that, I would have to go all the way back. Okay, another king slime. Get rid of that. I don't care about the clock. I don't care about the door. I don't care about the banner. Let's see. What else can I get rid of while I completely ignore the fact I'm being attacked? Spikes. Really don't care about them. Don't really care about that. Bee armor is much better than obsidian. I would have to go all the way back to the beehive in order to get more bee wax, though. I'm not really interested in going all the way there. Is it worth it? Probably. But is it necessary? I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. Nope, I'm walking. I'm not removing my spawn point, Skylar. Why? Because I'm walking. Because it doesn't bother me to walk. Because I want to stop at the, because I want to stop at the ice biome on the way back. See if we can get deer clops to spawn. Speaking of deer clops... deer clops... Deer clops... Use a deer thing or fight him in a blizzard which appears randomly. Haven't really gotten too much. Hermes boots. Not getting the Hermes boots. I'm not going out of my way to search for anything. Get yourself Hermes boots, please. I still don't think anybody has actually said what Hermes boots do. Everybody has said Hermes boots, but no one has bothered to actually give any information on their function. Hermes boots gives a lot of mobility and speed. They make you run faster. Ah, interesting. And where could I definitely go right now where I would find Hermes boots? Here is my world map. Point to the place on the map where I will go and definitely find Hermes boots. Go to caves. You are describing 90% of the map. Anywhere underground. So your best suggestion is that I literally just dig underground blindly until I happen to come across Hermes boots. Is that correct? Buy pylon from the mechanic. The mechanic did not have a pylon. Place the goblin and the mechanic next to each other. There is no pylon here. Switch the painter with the goblin tinkerer. That I can do. Housing is already occupied. Yes, okay. So Lorenzo with goblin? Lorenzo... You can remove the painter. How would I do that? Click the icon. Ah, okay. Perfect. And now you have the pylon. What's something I can definitely afford to sell? That's one thing. Okay. Pylon, switch zoologist, and mechanic as well. Okay. You know what? Let's see. This is my elevator. You know what? I have a very bad idea. Okay, we're going to quick stack. Going to quick stack. Going to quick stack. Going to quick stack. This is going to be important. Okay. Put that in there. Put the dynamite in there. For armor. Tally counter. King Slime Mask, Skeletron Mask. Consumables. I'm just going to grab all of these things. Okay. Glow stick, you can go in there. Ores and bars, tungsten bars, iron ore. Miscellaneous, we can get the banner, the banner, the banner. As far as materials go, books. Blocks. Okay, I am going to grab all of these ice blocks. And in the plants, put away my water leaf seeds. Candles, that. Okay, that should be fine. Kind of better whip with cobwebs and bones. Okay. That is absolutely worth doing. Spinal Tap. So that's probably the one, the Spinal Tap. Okay. Thank you for reminding me about that. And we're going to set my spawn here. No. Spawn, 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 spawn. Okay, will it only set the spawn if it's inside a valid interior? Is that the way this works? Must learn the ways to fight him for future runs at harder difficulties. Must I? Am I truly doomed if I never do that? Okay, why? I am clicking all over this thing, and it's not doing it. Okay, whatever. Our spawn is wherever our spawn is. I have something more important to do. You broke a block around above the house, it's invalid. Jesus Christ. That is so stupid. Okay. I know exactly what I am going to do right now. I'm gonna go spawn and fight the wall of flesh. And I'm basically going to do it because I know that probably a bunch of people are going to be upset that if I do that right now. You haven't made a bridge yet. What do you think I brought the ice blocks for? But this does remind me, settings, I'm actually going, yeah, okay, good. Backgrounds are off. Yeah, I know. I'm going to make a bridge out of ice. Don't worry about it. Minimum 2,000 blocks long. Okay. There we go. Oh, just die already. I feel like almost all of the advice I have been given by people over the course of this playthrough has been basically people who are consistently surprised at what it's like to play this on Classic. Okay. We're gonna be fine. There we go. Okay, dear God, we are taking those off right now. That is way too much mobility. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I have a feeling I'm going to be just fine. Yes, yes, yes. Everyone screamed about the Hermes boots. Here's the thing. There is no way of knowing exactly where the Hermes boots are going to be. And I am not particularly interested in spending an hour or two mucking about underground for the possibility to find it. It's in a gold chest. Uh-huh. Make the bridge straight. Well, it's already not straight, and we're just going to have to live with that. I highly doubt that this is going to cause any trouble. Oh, whoops. There we go. There is nothing about the Hermes boots, or acquiring them, I have been told, that makes me think it will be an enjoyable activity to go randomly spelunking until I find them. So, I'm just not going to bother. Hardest part about fighting the wall of flesh is making the bridge. It seems to be going pretty well. They are a necessity, though. They are not. And I will show you why they are not a necessity. They are not a necessity because this. Because ice skates on ice moves really, really damn fast. If you lose to him, you have to get back before you try again. So? That's still slower. Quite frankly, I don't want to move faster than that. Even if I can move faster than that, I don't want to. Moving faster than that is just going to make me play worse. It's just going to make it harder for me to maneuver, not easier. Look, when it comes to playing a game, I am generally of the opinion that execution is more important than specific strategy. There may be better and more efficient ways to do this, but they are going to require changing fundamental aspects of how my character controls that I have been consistently getting used to. And I don't want to make that trade, because I think it is more likely to make me do worse, not better. For instance, do you know that it is an objective fact that shooting free throws is more consistently achieved if you shoot underhand instead of overhand? This is a fact. It is the superior way to do free throws. Do you know how many professional shooters in the NBA shoot their free throws underhand? Pretty much none. The reason is because that is not the techniques that they have been consistently trained on and reinforced. If they were to change, they would do worse while trying to get better. I know it's just visual, but I really don't like it. Open the purple chest. What purple chest? What purple chest are you all seeing? That chest. The chest right in front of me? Yes, I know that lava doesn't hurt me. But I look at it, and I think it will, and this affects how I play. I don't want any distractions that can just randomly pop up that I have to process while I am handling this boss. This chest? Cool. A Hurtful Sun Fury, a Treasure Magnet, Dynamite, Gold, Spelunker Potion, Thorns Potion, Glow Stick. Might as well take that. If your interest is in seeing the most efficient and the most like technically skilled Terraria playing, you came to the wrong place. There we go. doing pretty good. We are doing pretty good. Just do a quick heal up. Okay. How are we doing so far? Not bad. It surprises me how much fundamental disagreement there is between people who think what and what shows up where. It's honestly quite interesting. Howling Bat, Meteorite Bars, Restoration Potions, Hunter Potions, Obsidian Skin, Torches. Hello, Brend. We're getting ready to fight the Wall of Flesh. Which I have been assured I definitely can't do without the Hermes boots. Which I disagree with. There. But I think beating the Wall of Flesh would be an absolutely awesome way to end today's stream. Okay, you know what? I'm making my call. This is it. So my understanding is that I chuck this voodoo doll into the lava, and this summons the Wall of Flesh. Is that correct? Yes, I know it will activate hard mode, and I know that I have no idea what the implications of that are. Alright. We're just gonna wait, and once my health reaches full, we are going to begin. Let it be done. Okay. Oh, right, my boots. I don't think this is going to be a problem. Well, there we go. Okay. So that was the incredibly difficult, incredibly hard wall of flesh. The wall of flesh that I definitely could not beat without the Hermes boots. The wall of flesh I definitely was not going to be fast enough to escape. Unfortunately, I appear to have accidentally succeeded. This is truly a dire day. Alright, so, that is done. And, I think that's where I am going to, end the stream for today. Okay. So I never did reset. Right. Right. I forgot. I repaired the roof, but then I didn't bother actually setting my spawn after that. So, what did I get for doing that anyway? I've got a Wall of Flesh mask, Warding Ranger emblem, Mending Band of Regeneration, a Demon Scythe, a Breaker Blade. Okay. So, that is going to be the end of today's stream, once I actually get back home. And, from this point on, I will be using external sources of information. Thank you very much, War General. I appreciate that a lot. I will be consulting the wiki. I will be, you know, watching videos, tutorials. I will be learning information about the game on my own time now. Where the hell are my water walking boots? Where are my water boots? Did I somehow throw away my water boots? God damn it. Oh, okay, it's in my cosmetic. Good. Perfect. So, yeah. When I come back to stream this again next week, I will have a lot more information about the game than I do now. And I just want everybody here to know that next week, when we come back here and I start playing the game on hard mode, I am going to be asking a lot of questions of you all. Like, why did you not provide me X, Y, and Z pieces of incredibly important, crucial information? Because I am absolutely willing to bet that once I start reading the wiki, I am going to learn very quickly that there are incredibly important, crucial pieces of need-to-know information that I was not told. And I just want you all to know, it's nothing personal, it's nothing against you as individuals, but I will personally blame each and every one of you for not providing that information. Especially those of you who have never played Terraria before. You're the ones who will be most responsible for my failures. Because that's how science works. There we go. Okay, spawn point is set. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'll be honest, I don't know how much more Terraria I'm actually going to end up playing. I'm going to do at least one more stream just to, you know, experience more of the world on hard mode. Maybe see if we can't get to another boss or two. But I've basically accomplished what I needed to do. I've basically accomplished now what I actually set out to do, and I feel quite good about having, you know, achieved that. I think it's going to be very interesting to see where it goes next. I'm looking forward to it. I am having a better time with the game than I was before. I will say that. But, you know, who knows? You know, I don't know what I'm going to be doing with myself. I don't know how much longer I'm going to keep this world going. We'll just have to see and find out, you know? We can just put all of these various consumables in there. The armor bucket. Let's see. Negates fall damage. I definitely don't want to give that up. Blizzard in a bottle. Mending Band of Regeneration. We can put that in there. Obsidian Rose. We can put that in there. Treasure Magnet. We can put that in there. As far as the weapon... Oh! Oh, I got the Pwn Hammer. Huh. I actually hadn't even looked. Oh Lord, Summoner is a horrible choice for first playthrough. Really? That's news to me. So far, it seems like it went just fine. Shurikens can go in there. Shadow Key can stay with me. Glow Sticks can stay with me. All of that stuff can go into the wood chest. I keep hearing a lot about all the bad, terrible choices I'm making. And then I keep just succeeding. Also, piggy bank. Let's put all my money back in there. Alright, there we go. I have unloaded my inventory. I think I am good for now. I will see you all next week for Terraria Hard Mode. I look forward to seeing what happens next. Thank you all. Really great having you here. I stream Terraria on Saturdays right now. On Sunday mornings, I just do RPG Maker. I've been basically trying to build a game based on community suggestions for pretty much the past year. It's been going pretty well. Be happy to see you there. My current daily series on my channel is videos of playing Super Hide Glide. Virtual Hide Glide is going to be happening after that. God help us all once I start playing Virtual Hide Glide. I think that's all. Thank you all so much for watching. The game's going to minimize because it does that every time I tab out. It is time to make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Wah, 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 wah.